Welcome, ladies and gents, to the preview of the Brazilian Grand Prix round 21. What a weekend. This is a race weekend you do not want to miss. It delivers every single time. The championship battle is tight, just 1 point between Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. Max Verstappen just 36 points behind. It's a sprint race weekend, 33 points on offer for the race winner, and Brazil always likes to throw its magic into the mix. In Austin, it was Max Verstappen's weekend. In Mexico, it was Lando Norris's weekend, and in Brazil, will Oscar Piastri stand up and take a stamp and take his claim for the World Championship? This is a mega weekend, guys. It always delivers when it comes to the championship. Last year, it was an absolutely incredible Grand Prix. The sprint and race, it couldn't have been more different. Oscar Piastri took a brilliant sprint pole position, and in the race, he pretty much controlled the race, kept back to his teammate, but eventually let him through because it was his fight, Lando Norris's fight with Max Verstappen that time around. In the race, for qualifying for the race, we had the chaotic weather, so the qualifying took place on the morning of race day. And Lando Norris took pole position there, and it was a horrible qualifying session for Max Verstappen from 17th place, but he won with a brilliant drive from P17, and we got two Alpines on the podium, so anything can happen when it comes to the Brazilian Grand Prix. It's a fantastic circuit, this one. 15 turns, 2 DRSs down to turn 1 and turn 4, the two areas where all the action happens. It's an undulating circuit, a short 4.3 kilometer circuit, 71 lap race, a 24 lap sprint. The tyres for this weekend is actually one step harder than we saw last year. So for the C2, it's the hard, the C3 for the mediums, and the C4 for the softs. And they've gone on that basis because last year there was a new track surface, but we never got to see the dry tyre in the race because it was a wet race. And so they expected just more deg and wear, so and that's why they've gone for the harder compound. But with the teams performing so well on this car, on these set of tyres now, they're making them last for an absolute age. Will this decision sort of backfire this weekend? Let's hope not. Strategy normally is a two-stop race, but now could we see some try the one-stop around here, given with the harder set of tyres? More likely though, I think we'll see more people run the soft and medium compound in the strategies, but let's see where that works out. Weather conditions, it looks dry for the weekend, although there is some drizzle on the Thursday, and also on the Sunday morning there is some drizzle expected now. Like we've seen last year, it was completely different weather conditions from lap to lap. They had a thunderstorm come mid-qualifying session in the morning. It was absolutely chaotic, so expect anything. There is rain potentially for Sunday. Yeah, we could get a mix-up grid for qualifying. We could just get anything if the weather conditions are predicted as said. But onto my predictions review for this weekend, and I've gone for a sprint qualifying pole position for Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen in second place, and Lando Norris in third place. For the sprint, I've gone again for an Oscar win, followed by Verstappen and Norris. I don't expect too much change up at the front when it comes to the sprint race. For qualifying though, again, I've got Oscar Piastri to take pole, Charles Leclerc in second, and Max Verstappen in third place. And for the race, I've gone for Oscar Piastri, a quadruple for Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen in second and Charles Leclerc in third place for the race. Clearly all my eggs in the Oscar Piastri basket, just given the way the two races have gone. And last year Oscar actually did really well around here. People sort of thinking, oh, Lando Norris was the better of the two McLarens. yes, probably got the conditions better on the qualifying on the for the race, and he was in a better position in the race, but from pole he finished just a couple of positions ahead of Oscar Piastri in the end. And if it strays dry, that is the predictions, provided it strays dry, because if the rain comes down, then anything can happen, and like we seen last time out, we've got two Alpines on the podium, a double podium for them last time out. Again, I think it'll be a bad weekend though for them this weekend. I don't think they'll turn things around. This circuit should suit them a little bit better, just because they can be faster around the first and second sectors. It's the final third sector up that big hill with the speed where they might suffer, but I think they can catch up a little bit around the other side of it. It's a shorter lap as well, but they have pretty much struggled for most of the weekends. And a good weekend, well, if it works out the way I've said, it'll be a brilliant weekend for Oscar Piastri, but normally I go for a team here, and I think it'll be a good weekend for the Williams boys. Carlos Sainz will get back to the that form that we've seen. He had a little bit of a drop off in the last race, and Alex Albon will shine around here in Brazil, I think. Let me know your thoughts though. Who you got? Who is your favourite for the Brazilian Grand Prix? Which one of the three title protagonists is going to take it? It's just set to be absolutely brilliant now. 4 race weekends. This is the second, one of 2 now remaining sprint race weekends. We've got Vegas and then Qatar after this, where the sprint weekend will take place. So, big points on offer, and whoever gets the setup right on Friday now will be crucial. They'll be hoping that the weather conditions stay away. How will these new tyres change things up for strategy? There's a lot riding on this weekend. It's slightly different for them from what they've had previous years, especially with the tyre side of things. But the title battle up at the front is mega hot. Lando Norris leads by just a single point. Oscar Piastri just behind him, and Max Verstappen not too far behind. And what we really kind of want is like a double McLaren DNF, Max Verstappen to take maximum 33 points. And then there's just 3 points between the top 3 drivers. I mean, that would be absolutely incredible, and it's almost a scenario we want going into Abu Dhabi, and that would be absolutely outstanding if something like that happened. But I kind of wish it doesn't, because I want Oscar Piastri to get back to winning ways and just take this championship, which he has rightfully sort of claimed almost for most of this season. It's kind of fallen apart in the last 4 races. Can he put it right this weekend? That's where my predictions go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment as always. See you on the next one, which is coming short and fast Friday for the sprint qualifying. See you then.